Welcome back, nerds. Fino here with a guide for the imminent GUDAGUDA Close Call event. Like many of the new era events, Close Call is only run once, and it requires clearing Heian-kyo to play, so you better haul ass. If it makes you feel better, Heian-kyo is an awful story and you could probably just skip all the cutscenes. Watch them from the main quest archive if you're curious. But yeah, if you want the rewards, you get one shot as far as we know. The primary reward for playing Close Call is Mysterious Ranmaru X, a free AoE Arts Avenger who doesn't do a crazy amount of damage over someone like Salieri, but she's way better at sustaining that damage. It's worth having her in your corner. She's not currently in JP's evocation system, and while she's a likely candidate, it'd be a very long time before we ever saw her again, even if she does, at least on this server. So save yourself the trouble and snag her during Close Call. I'll be doing a servant guide and history video for her soon, so subscribe to get it fresh out of the oven. Ranmaru's unlock is tied to the final time gate, so you're better off keeping pace with the event. She also has her coins in the shop, and her bond level is tied to some of the missions, so stick Ranmaru in your party as soon as you can. Wait, missions? That's right. Close Call is a mission event, the dreaded 100 mission kind. Thankfully, we have the target enemy markers and text in English, which will make things far easier for you on NA than it was for me on JP. But if you want a step-by-step guide, let me know down in the comments. Getting through the missions periodically unlocks extra quests, and the final one of these has a grail as its reward. That's in addition to the main quest grail, so completion has double benefits this time around. The missions also grant this event's trio of command codes. Demon Vice Commander has enmity-based crit damage, Gentle Wish provides Art Star Absorption, a very useful effect, and Nobu Sengumi has quick crit damage. On top of the regular missions, you can also take on detective missions. These are repeatable objectives with rewards including QP, friend points, mana prisms, and skill materials. Pick these up and treat them as extra bounties to collect while you grind out free quests. You'll unlock more as you go through the standard mission list. Bonus servants are in effect for Close Call, but these only gain damage and bond. No material drops to worry about, thank fuck. The Shopcraft Essence gives starting charge and event-specific damage. The anti-demonic effect is neat, but it has mixed stats, tragically. Within Close Call, you can use this CE to enable weak attackers to meet damage checks, much like in Yamataikoku, so your NP1 Lancer Ryouma can actually see some use. Deep into the event, you start unlocking a trio of 90+ nodes, each focusing on a single shop currency, with small drops in another. These each have a 6 enemy wave mixed in, the style of mass encounter you saw in Lost Belt 6 and Halloween Rising. The Detective Agency drops a Tier 1 currency and has a nasty 1/6-2 arrangement of Berserkers. Even worse is the Tier 2 node, the Imperial Party's headquarters. That one has a 1-2-6 arrangement of assassins, so get your Oberons ready. Alternatively, the Chenggong system provides a convenient clear if you can meet the upfront requirement to run it. The Tier 3 node is weirdly merciful, having a 6-2-1 archer lineup. You should be able to blow it away with an Arts Lancer and the damage CE, though the node is obviously made to enable Lancer Ryouma. Once you complete the main quest, you've got 2 things to watch out for. First is Izo's second costume, which gets added to the shop. Look at him, the dapper little bastard. Secondly, after you unlock MRX, you can take on the challenge quest, which pits you against Izumo no Okuni in a 3-bar slugfest. Her permanent buff makes her unable to be stunned or otherwise prevented from acting, except by her own mechanics. Also an NP damage buff. Every turn she gives your servants an on-hit buff that acts as a game of Simon Says. You need to hit her with quick, arts, or buster cards accordingly. You can tell at a glance by looking at her multicolor stank. Her buster form is Invuln Pierce. Her arts form gives her accelerated charge, and her quick form amps her crits. She gains these effects at the start of your turn, so you can pop protection accordingly. In particular, I'd recommend having Castoria around to protect yourself from the Buster Form NP combo. Successfully hitting Okuni with the relevant card type applies a stack. When she hits 7, she gets charmed for a turn. It's not all that much of a reward, but you should keep an eye on it to make sure you don't waste turn-based protection when she's gonna get charmed anyway. On first break, Okuni sends out a single target charm that also reduces its target's cooldowns by 1. For her part, she gains 5 turns of attack, defense, and NP buffs. These aren't massive effects, but it'll slow you down from an easy speedrun of her second bar. On her final break, she'll pull out something far nastier. 3 stacks of special protection that reduce your damage by 75%, 25 per stack. These degenerate over the course of 3 turns. She gets the same style of buff for accelerated charge, gaining 3, 2, and 1 additional ticks respectively. Taunters are going to be especially useful at this point in this fight, since you're stuck playing grab ass while her defenses degenerate. Someone like St. George with 500-year obsession can really screw her over, though you run the risk of him not dying. Despite her offensive buffs, I found that Okuni is a bit of a noodle unless she's NPing you. You'll be running a Rider main attacker anyway, so you should be safe as long as you pack NP countermeasures. Both Ryouma and Kintoki are excellent picks for this fight, and they can blow away her first 2 bars. After that, bide your time and resume your offensive once she's down to 1 or 0 stacks of her special defense. Thanks for watching. Like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more, and come watch me on twitch.tv/Finotaisen where I stream every weekend, 3 p.m. Pacific Time, Friday through Sunday. This week I'll be playing Blue Archive and running an in-house Armored Core 6 tournament. Sunday's gonna be FGO with maybe a few forays into Arknights and Nikkei's gachas. It's gonna be a wild time. You won't want to miss it. Also, I'll post the full challenge quest run over on Fino and Friends. Link on screen. See you there.